today I am going to show you my March wrap-up. So let's just get started because there's not much else left to explain. So I read a total of 8 books this month, 3 being books that were sent to me in exchange for an honest review. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to go from my least favorite to my most favorite. Let's just get started. My least favorite read of the month of March was Can't Buy Forever by Susan LeFoon. I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars, which I think is super generous. I will leave the link to my full review on Goodreads down below. This book was just a mess to me. The grammar was awful. There was aspects thrown in without any background. There was aspects thrown in that just didn't fit into the story. Like I said, the grammar was a big issue for me, and my papers just fell on the floor. It was just a mess, and there's a spelling error on the spine of the book, but I mean, there were parts that I did enjoy, but overall, yeah, a 3 was really generous. Next book on my March wrap-up is Strange Medicine by Mike Russell. This is a compilation of short stories by Mike Russell, and this is also a 3 out of 5 star rating. Basically, there were some short stories that I liked more than others. Some were just kind of either I didn't understand, or they just flew over my head, or I just thought weren't that great. So some stories I did enjoy, some made me laugh, and others I just didn't enjoy at all. The reason why I'm giving it a 3 out of 5. The next book on my list is The Vanishing Season by Jodi Lynn Anderson. I give this a 3.5 out of 5 star. I did thoroughly enjoy this. I enjoyed the thriller, the mystery aspect of it, the whole trying to figure out who the ghost perspective is. I did really enjoy this. Also, if you want to know any more synopsis, because in my wrap-up I'm not going to give a whole lot of synopsis, there's just going to be a bunch of mini reviews. But all in all, I did really enjoy this, but 3.5 because at times I found myself almost bored of this book. It was very slow moving. If I could describe it any better, definitely parts were slow moving. Next book on my March wrap-up is Before I Fall by Thornton Oliver. I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars. I did really enjoy this book. I just had a few qualms as I did get bored, slow pace. Some of the things were the same, you know, it basically because she's living the same day over. I just kind of felt lost in it sometimes, and I just kind of got bored of it, and I wish it was almost shorter of a book and didn't. All in all, I did enjoy this. I did keep me reading. I was very interested to see if she, you know, got out of the loop or whatever. That's really ultimately what kept me reading, and I did really enjoy the characters. And also, I just didn't like the whole bully perspective because I know what it's like to be bullied, and I just felt heart-wrenching sad for some of the characters in this book that were being bullied, or the ones that were bullying. I was just like, whoa, I knew a person like that, and that is just wrong, and it brought up some really old feelings for myself. So another reason why it's a 4 out of 5 stars. The next book I read is What I Need by J. Daniels. It is the 5th book in the Alabama Summer series. I have read all of them. They are companion novels, so each book ties into the other. I gave this book a 4.5 out of 5 stars. This is an adult romance, so there are erotic scenes in this book. I did really enjoy it, but I felt like there just needed to be more than just a boy and a girl falling in love, happy ending, not really a little bit of a conflict, and some aspects I found were totally unrealistic. But hey, you know, I did really enjoy it, and I'm still going to pick up the 6th book that is coming, but I do not have the copy of this because I read it on my iPad, so I will just insert a picture here. The next book I read was also sent to me for exchange in an honest review, and that was My Soul to Keep by Jackie Sonnenberg. I read this on my iPad. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars, and I was super excited. I love the whole mystery, the thriller, the suspense. Everything was absolutely amazing. The chapters ending in cliffhangers, making you want to read more. It was just absolutely amazing. I read another 5-star book, and that was American Wife by Taya Kyle. Basically, I just love this book because it is an autobiography, memoir type thing by the wife of the American Sniper. And basically, I just loved hearing her perspective, her sassiness, and her clever ability to explain how it was like, or what it was like to raise a family while her husband was off fighting, what it was like to be married to him, what it was like for her faith, her family, her emotions, how they dealt with their marriage, and how she got through hard times, and everything like that. It was a truly moving story, and it actually shows what really some steel wives actually go through and it's really compelling, so I really did enjoy this. Now the last book, I do own this book, but I do not have it with me because I lent it out, but that is Caraval by Stephanie Garber. And I am super excited because I love this book. If you haven't guessed, it is a 5 out of 5 stars. I love the whole description, the beautiful writing that Stephanie Garber does was absolutely entwined. When I was reading it, I felt like I was sitting there watching Caraval take place. It was absolutely beautiful. I love the story of the sisters' bond, the love story. Everything about this book was spot on amazing. Anyways, that is my March wrap up, so let's just get into my question of the day. So my question for you guys today are, what books did you read in March? So yeah, don't forget to leave those answers down below, or let me know on Twitter or Instagram, or however you'd like to answer the question. But anyways, that is all. Leave those thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching.